the summation is that we must return to the status quo. Nigerians are not gaining anything as citizens of Nigeria today. They have no road, they have no water, they have no electricity. You now say, oh, the only thing that you think they enjoy, we must take it away to fund the responsibility of some people. Nothing. They are birds of the same feather and they are flocking together. I don't know what they are going to do. They are on recess. When they come back, then we can address them.
Now, if the subsidy should
oh, Nigeria will continue in this crisis. The subsidy cannot remain. How can people who cannot survive, an average Nigerian is living on less than $2 a day? What you are saying is you don't care how you find the money. So you can become a kidnapper, you can become an armed robber, whatever business you know how to do, just go and do it. That's the meaning. You are telling a man to spend money on what he cannot afford.
Now, the refineries are what you wish.
The refineries look before our very eyes. The Nigeria Republic has just completed a brand new modern refinery. What's wrong with us? I live partly in Ghana, and I know those are the reasons why I'm here. Because I know that nations that depend totally on us are advancing while we are marching backward. I have an office in Cotonou. Cotonou elected a president who was a banker just a few years ago, Yayi Boni. Today Yayi Boni is building new roads, he's building flyovers in Cotonou. While we are sitting down here, wasting resources. A nation where you are asking people to pay more for everything, you are ordering brand new presidential jets. Does the Prime Minister of Britain have a presidential jet? Does the Queen fly a presidential jet?
No, at all.
A national carrier.
At all.
So what do you think should be put in place?
It's austerity measure for everybody. They are Nigerians like us.
Yes.
In my own company, when the economy of the world went bad, in my own company, we downgraded everybody. I used to fly first class, British Airways. I won't do it today. If you don't have money, you don't behave like someone who has money. If you say we're broke,
hey, sorry, my bros. No,
behave
vex,
like a country that is broke.
Sorry.
You want it? Yeah.
Because now,
look, I was in Labour Party before I moved to National Conscience. Why?
Thanks, bro.
Because a political party must have ideology. A political party must have principles. Yes. Tell me the ideology of any political party that you know in Nigeria. I came to Britain and I linked up with the Labour Party so that they could teach us on how to have a welfare package for our people. But my chairman at Labour was not interested in all that. And that's why I left Labour. My presidency would have introduced welfare to Nigeria.
All right, lastly, please. What do you think should be done to allow this subsidy to remain?
Nothing. The subsidy cannot remain because there's nothing so-called. There's nothing so-called. We know the cost of producing oil. The reason why we are wasting all these resources is because we keep going out to go and refine. Look, PDP has been in power for 12 years. You are telling me that in 12 years they couldn't build one refinery, just one. They couldn't repair the existing ones. Even the airport, you can't use toilets in the airport.
They steal our money.
Look, in 2 years, during our presidential campaign, I did a research. Nigeria spent 10 trillion in our budget for 2 years. Do you know the meaning of 10 trillion? The tallest building in the world today, Burj Khalifa, in Dubai, was built at a cost of $1.5 billion. We have spent times 10 of that, we have not built one road. And you are telling us, once we remove this thing, all your problems will be solved. Are we so simplistic in our thinking?
Sir, there's a question that says the line. My name is Kojo. There's an expert report that says the oil reserves well in Nigeria is dry up in 35 to 40 days. If this fuel subsidy is not removed now, what will be the hope of our children and our grandchildren?
What about countries that have no oil? My answer to that, why are we always talking about oil? But since Nigeria existed before oil, we built stadiums, we built radio stations, we built television stations, we built the cocoa storage building in West Africa without oil. In fact, the oil is the cause of Nigeria.
So the oil has divided us and has...
The oil has ruined Nigeria. So let
the
them...
oil has been a cross or a
It
blessing.
is a cause. There is nothing. Every oil nation you can find anywhere in the world today, you be amazed. They are building future cities, not even modern cities. Future.
Excuse me, sir. Do you even believe there's any subsidy at all?
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't believe it.
That's what I'm telling you, that these guys just inflate things and they just do what they like.
They're making us to pay for the mistakes.
There is an alternative. And that alternative, they are not ready to consider. The alternative is for our politicians to reduce their lifestyle. You cannot practice capitalism without capital. You can only practice capitalism with capital. You can't practice capitalism without capital.
Bobby, you've been chosen to speak to the Yoruba audience. We had someone from the outside.
I'm an Igbo man.
You speak for Igbo now.
Kò sí wàhálà.
Kí ni my Yoruba self no do. Okay.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé àti lóko.
Let's go now.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé àti lóko. Ayọ̀bámidélé Mọ̀mọ́dù ní orúkọ tèmi. Àwọn wà ní ìlú London ní ọjọ́ òní láti fi ìwọ́nú wa hàn sí ìjọba amúnisìn tí ó wà ní ìlú wa Nàìjíríà.
Ìjọba níní lára.
Ó ti sú wa. Kó jẹ́ pé ojoojúmọ́ tí àkàrà bá ti dẹnu akáyín tiwa ó gbọ́dọ̀ dé egun ni. Ìdí nìyí tí gbogbo wa fi péjú pésẹ̀ sí bíbá ilé ní. Wípé eléyìí ó wá tó gẹ́lẹ́. A fẹ́ kí ìjọba yìí kí wọ́n jáwọ́ nínú ìwà burúkú tí wọ́n ń wù sí àwọn ará ìlú. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn ará ìlú. Ìjọba sì wọ́n ṣe yọ̀tọ̀ ní káàkiri ni. Nítorí náà ni a ṣe wà ní ìjọba yìí gbogbo ohun tó bá gbà lálẹ́ máa fún. A ò ní gbà fún wọn lọ́tẹ̀ yìí. Ìyà yìí ti tó gẹ́lẹ́.
Ó ti tó gẹ́lẹ́. Is any Igbo speaking person?
What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Tackle corruption. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Tackle corruption. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Tackle corruption. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Listen, there is no requirement for a state. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? More refineries. When do we want it? Now. Do we want?
Padà lẹ́yìn